Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Sabrina and I'm the LP Now program coordinator. Today we are gathering to celebrate a whole month of programming. Teachers and guides have been teaching us spiritual things, languages, personal development, and metaphysical teaching during the whole month of April. And based on that, we are gathering to recall what we have learned. This month or today's festival title is New Beginnings, New Start, Fresh Start. And before starting, I'd like to play a video and we will see if you can guess the theme that have been chosen for this festival. So let's listen together and watch. Okay, so I think it's obvious. I'd like to ask you, though, the theme for the festival today. What do you think it is? Oh, Sabri, hi, how are you doing?
Abu, yeah.
Abu, you are
Yeah.
mute.
Hello, everyone.
And Sayed.
Hi, Abu. Hi, Sayed. So, Sabri, I know that you were here when the song was playing at the end, and I think that you can tell me what is your guess about the theme for today.
Yeah,
What
it's
do you think?
beautiful and also it's very beautiful. I like this month also. This beautiful moment to join people and talk about traditional food and to offer foods to for foreigner or anyone on the street. So I like this idea. Also here in Sudan, we offer food to everyone. If we saw everyone's on the route, we call them to come here and eat with us, please. We say that to everyone. So also we offer juice and fresh juice to everyone's, and that is we eat with people on the street in every
You
month.
eat with people
No,
on the
in
street.
only, yeah, on the street, yeah, with
Yeah.
people, with many people, different people. Some of them they are foreigner, yes,
Okay.
yeah, and also it is like holy months,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, Sabri, actually, we will have time to speak about what is Ramadan for you and for all Muslim community in a while. Before that, I'd like to ask Rosemary to tell us at LP Now for April, why or how did we agree to and choose new beginnings, and also why Ramadan? Thank you, Rosemary.
Thank you. Um, why did we choose New Beginnings? It just seemed like it worked with the season, with spring. And of course, Easter in Christianity is a festival of new beginnings. And I've been learning from you all as you have made comments about Ramadan. And I realized that there is a deep theme of new beginnings as a part of Ramadan as well. And um, in the spirit of peace coming from knowing other people better, it just seemed really interesting to me to learn more about that aspect of Ramadan and to learn more about, you know, my perception in listening to you guys is that Ramadan is a time of, it's a time of challenge, but it's also a time of sharing and a time of community and a time of making peace and creating a new awareness. And so it just struck me that, wow, that really works with the theme of new beginnings. And um, anyone who is not a Muslim doesn't know a whole lot about Ramadan because it's not written about or talked about outside of Islamic communities. So I personally wanted to learn more, and I figured that from what I've been perceiving, that people celebrating Ramadan would be willing to share what the celebration means with us, because people seem to be happy about it.
Absolutely.
So it was pretty simple, really.
Yeah, no, you're right. Thank you, Rosemary. And actually, this is the reason why we are doing this today. It's in the same time to acknowledge about what is Ramadan and from the Muslim community, but also to learn from those who have no idea, or maybe that they just have heard about it. So as a community in LP now, it's an international community. People come from different cultures and different backgrounds. So we are teaching each other our traditions and our customs. And I think that's the reason behind we today choosing this theme. Thank you. And the second thing I wanted to say is we are going to tackle or to speak about Ramadan from two aspects. The first one is as a social activity. People in Ramadan, I did some research, and from people in our community, I learned that it's an enjoyable moment where people come all together, as Sabri said, and enjoy the meal. So this is a social activity. People visit each other on a normal day after iftar to enjoy tea or coffee. Not this year, unfortunately, because of the lockdown, but on a normal day, that's what they would do. And the second point, which is to me very important, is what is Ramadan as a spiritual journey, and actions and acts and deeds, and a new start, a fresh start. This is what we are going to learn today. So to continue, we are going to show you a slide. This slide is a collection of pictures that we have been collecting from our community in different countries, from our Muslim community, sharing their foods, traditions, cuisine. I hope you will like it, love it.
Hi, Sally.
Oh, she's here finally. Hi,
Yes.
Sally. I haven't seen her.
Yep.
Yeah, she came on the right moment. I am glad she came because she is in the slide. Okay, let's start.
Here with me.
Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, thank you for all. I mean, those who are here and those who are not here for sharing with us all those beautiful pictures of you, of your family, of your own foods. I know that most of them, especially for the girls, they are really prepared by them, and the guys maybe their sisters or their wives or their mothers. So thank you so much for all of that. And yes, and this is how people spend Ramadan iftar. It is called iftar. This word in English means the time when people break the fast. It is this word. They call it like that. So they come all together after 8 hours of 10 hours of fasting, and they share a meal as a family. So this is it. Thank you, and we continue. Our next thing is beyond food, as you know. Beyond food and cuisine and all what we have been seeing, Ramadan is supposed to be a holy month for the spiritual journey of yours, for good acts, for good actions, for self-revision, for a new start on the deep self, and how you are, how you can be the best version of yourself. So Sabri and Sayed and Sally, how do you spend Ramadan on the spiritual aspect, and what do Muslim people usually do to become, to be good, to do good to themselves and to the community around them? Yes, Sayed, tell me about Ramadan in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Hi, how are you?
hello to everyone.
Hi.
Hello to everyone.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, I'm Said Nabi from Afghanistan, and I would like to give some information about the value of Ramadan. It is a really spiritual journey, and it's important month. And I can't, I don't have the words to praise this month. It is not just, it's not means just to stop eating and stop drinking. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says you must control your anger, your every bad rule, every bad action. You must control everything in this month. Not in this month. In every time, Muslims must control the anger and must control bad actions. But especially in this month, if a Muslim commit a mistake in this month, if a Muslim commits a mistake in this month, it means double sin. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gives double sins if a person commit wrong thing. And if a person commit good thing in positive points, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala give more privilege, means double privilege in this month. And this month, not just to stand on the defense on the fasting, it has another important thing we do in this month is Taraweh. Taraweh means 1 hour in every night worship. So we have one thing more in this month. In the last 10 days of this month has 30 days. In the last 10 days, we go to some people's go to i'tikaf. The means i'tikaf like a special spiritual present. We go to this place for 10 days, no talk with other people, no nothing. We don't talk with other people, just do worship for 10 days. I think by myself, I just say this 10 days worship in a special room, no talking with other people. We don't allow to talk without worship. Just we are talking about the worship, and we are talking about we don't allow to talk together. We must go to a special room and just worship for Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And we can't get out from this place. We don't allow to go to bazaar, to go to town, and to go to the out of the home. We must go to the mosque, just pray for God, and come to back at home or stay at the mosque for 10 days. I think it is a special spiritual journey in these 10 days. If a person has more anger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says you must cage the fast. And if a person has a lot of lust, a person must take the fast. The only thing that controls the lust and the anger, that is the fasting.
Right.
Thank you. So if you can tell us, Sayed, how you are spending the Ramadan, I mean, as a person in your family, in your small community, how are you making all of this and putting it in a day?
Very good. I'm not with my family, unfortunately. I'm living, how I can say, I'm a passenger from my home. The cause is this: I'm living in a board and with my friends. We have some friends, yeah, and also every morning, every iftar means breakfast. When we go to breakfast, we divided the works. For example, one friend cooks something, and another friends, for example, preparing the drinks, and another preparing the teas, and another preparing different tasks. So we go, and also the rich people in my community, the rich peoples, they give some special foods and some special charity to these poor peoples. Every day when I come to, when I'm coming from my school to home, I saw the rich people divided special things to poor people. I like this because this is the only month that the poor people get something.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
And
Thank you.
also we eat the food there, and the mosque come together and they eat together. Every family brings a special food and a special thing. Yeah, no problem. Every family brings these things, and then we eat together. I think it's non-Muslim can't imagine how the fasting is a valuable month.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, so could other people intervene and tell us what actions and deeds we usually do during the holy month of Ramadan, such as donations, volunteering work, such as personal revision of the self, family visits, forgiveness, gratefulness, abundance? What is your experience of that? I have with me Sally, I think, and N16S. I always forget when it is a number of the phone, so please, who are you? Techno
Okay.
16. Who are you? Okay.
He is
Oh,
Suleiman.
Sulaiman.
From
Hi,
Yeah,
Sulaiman.
I'm here. I'm Suleiman Gindo from Mali.
Oh, nice to hear from you. It's the
Yeah.
first time I meet you. How are you doing?
Yeah, well. I'm going well, and everything is okay.
Great. So how are you spending Ramadan? What actions in your country do people do?
So, like Nabi said, Ramadan is a special month here in Mali too, with the Muslim communities. And in our side, we spend all of the day with the prosperity, with the fitness, with the liberty, and with the respect of each other. And then we spend also all of day from 5 hours to 18, no eating, no drinking. And in this action here, we said that fasting is not just stop eating or stop drinking. No, it is where you are going to bring the peace. It is where you are going to accept the other one. It is where you try to help, if you can, someone who is in difficulties. It is in this action, despite Mali is a poverty country, we are undertaking the action in Ramadan month now.
Yeah, beautiful. All what you have just said is so true. Accepting the other, living in peace, doing good things, helping if we can. Thank you so much. Exactly. This is abundance. Thank you so much. If you hear us, Sally, could you intervene to speak about the Iraqi traditions during Ramadan? And if not, I would like to ask Qazi Samar Ahmed. Ahmed?
Yes,
Ahmed?
I'm speaking. Yeah.
Can we see you? Can we see you, Ahmed? Can you turn your camera on, please?
Okay, just a moment. Okay. I will. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see me?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Oh, Ahmed, hi, that's Qazi. I didn't see. So what is, yeah, I met him last time. What is Ramadan as a spiritual journey in your country?
Okay. I want to share with myself now. Ramadan is a very pure and purity now. It is going on in my country in Bangladesh, and the Ramadan month is going on very, very cool and calm, and everybody is maintaining and following the Ramadan and following their fastings and following their the fasting and maintaining their fastings, and it is quite not a harassment, but uh, it is quite enchanting to look after about the maintaining the fastings in this Ramadan month. So with the Muslims, we do follow the Ramadan, and we used to follow the Ramadan month, the period of this time. So I think that it is quite humble, and it is quite useful, and it is quite and the usefulness of Ramadan is quite it's quite amazing, that we must know that if one will able to know the usefulness of keeping the fasting and maintaining the fasting, and it is quite amazing, because when a person when one will used to keep maintaining the fasting, and by not taking any kinds of food in a day, then he or she will realize that what is the definition of the fasting in this Ramadan month. So I basically I'm a Muslim and staying in Bangladesh, and my Bangladeshi people used to follow the fasting and the Ramadan in this time. So I think that it is quite useful, and it is quite the usefulness of Ramadan. It is quite not embarrassing, but it is quite amazing and magnificent to look after to one another. And we, the Muslims, used to help the poor people live together us, live around us. So I think that it is quite, that possible for the Muslims to help the poor people in this Ramadan month. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So for you, if I had recall well, for you, it's a moment where people look after each other. Yes, beautiful, and help each other. And that's true. I hope that everyone around the world can look after each other. The word would be less pain. Thank you for your intervention. I'd like to ask Abu to tell me who is this little girl behind you. Is she your little sister?
Yes, she is my little sister. Her name is Hafsa.
Okay, okay, great. Have you eaten, Abu?
No, not yet.
Oh, how long left?
About 1 hour.
Okay, okay. Good luck. Good luck with you. Good luck. Is food ready? Is everything ready? Abu, do you hear me?
Yes,
Abu?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you, Sabrina.
Abu, in Senegal, I don't know if you were here. I have. We watched the slides and we watched your food. I don't know if you had the chance to see that, the picture you sent me from Senegal. So could you tell me a bit about traditions, culture, and spiritual journey of Ramadan in Senegal?
Yes, in here we follow the month of Ramadan by helping others who in need. So the Ramadan is not just to stop drinking and stop eating. This is a month that we should change our behavior, and try to become a new person. What I experience happened just our house, and she was asking for help because she had nothing for the iftar, and it was, how can I say it, and this month it is said that whatever you do in this month is multiplied, and so we try to multiply our deed by helping and doing other things.
Right.
Intervention. Thank you. Mute yourself because your little sister is speaking around you. Thank you, Sally. Do you hear me? Sally? Mute.
You're
Unmute
muted.
yourself. You are mute. Sally, we can't hear you. Turn on your microphone.
Sabrina, can you have you asked me? Have you asked me?
Say that again.
Have you asked me the question or another person?
No, I was speaking with the girl, Sally. She is mute and she doesn't realize that she is mute. Sally,
I think she doesn't understand about this.
Yeah.
she doesn't
Oh,
realize.
no,
It's
no.
opening now?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Dali, I invited you today to speak about traditions and culture of Ramadan as a spiritual journey and as a social activity in Iraq and for Iraqi people, as you are from Iraq.
So, firstly, in Ramadan, it's not, all the families together, it's meeting like the neighbors and the aunts,
Okay.
and it's good thing to meet everyone in iftar and have our food together, and even sharing food with the neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not just for, like the friend says, it's not just for stop eating and drinking. It's good for the health. Like, even you heard about intermediate fasting?
Yes, as a diet, as a diet.
Yeah, and it's my English not good.
Never mind.
Yes, and it's to stop doing the math. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, and it's to stop to feel that the Ramadan is good thing to feel of the poor people and the people who don't have eat.
So to
To
feel that
feel
they
their
have to eat. Okay.
Yes.
to
Okay.
feel their pains and their life.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's the idea. Thank you. Thank you, Sally. How do you spend a day of your life during Ramadan? Do you help your mom? What do you do? What are your actions?
So yeah, we meet and you have each other doing food in iftar, and we also wake up and then in the night. Oh, there is someone who do you know?
Oh, yes. I don't know if, during Ramadan, there are people who play an instrument. This is specific to Turkey, Sally. I don't think that it's everywhere in the world.
In Iraq, we have to.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so waking up.
Okay, Sabrina, I want to interrupt in here. I think Sally is saying that in the Sahri time, right? In the Sahri time.
Yeah, there's someone to make people wake up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the street doing this.
We have that also in here.
Yeah. The same here in Mali too.
Beating a drum.
Yeah.
And
Yes, drum.
Yeah, it is a drum.
Yeah. Some
People use
people
to wake up.
Yeah, I remember that. Some people ghost in and wake up the people. Yeah, wake up, all wake up, and it has the time has come and the Sahri time has come. Wake up, people, wake up, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We have it in Iraq. Do you have it in Algeria, Sabrina?
I don't think so. But in Turkey, it is there is people come and do.
There is another tradition that the children meet each other and go to the people's house and say Majina ya Majina to give them money.
Oh,
buy
interesting.
Yeah, it's like in
It's the kids in the United States do that on Halloween.
Yeah.
To give
the
them
Halloween
candies
time.
and
Interesting.
But sorry for interrupting in here. I want to say that in our Sahri time in Bangladesh, in outside there is one person, there is a guard used to whistle in our area and then wake up the people and gives a whistle and the people wake up. Okay, wake up, everybody wake up. The time has come. Everybody wake up.
So what do you do after you wake up?
Then I prepare myself for the Sahri and prepare myself for the fasting.
How do you prepare for the fasting?
And I prepare myself for the fasting by eating rice or by eating some fruits or some juice, drinking some juice or some items.
Okay, so they wake you up so that you have time to eat something before the sun.
Before giving the Fajr azan.
Okay.
The prayer, yeah.
Lo, I can share with you a video and you will understand what do these people do. I searched and quickly I found the video on YouTube. I think we have 5 minutes to do that before closing the meeting. So we are going. Okay. Yes, so this is it.
Who he takes to the streets. With his boys in tow, Umit walks a well-known path, continuing a centuries-old tradition.
I want to continue this drumming tradition because it comes from our ancestors and the Ottomans. It belongs to the past, but it should continue in the future.
Umit is one of thousands of drummers across Istanbul who wake the faithful for the last meal before sunrise and the day's fast during the month of Ramadan. Stopping on corners, he sings poems extolling the holy month. Slowly, the lights come on, and those waking come to watch.
This for Umut is much more than just a job. In fact, he relies on tips that happen just twice during Ramadan. But Umut loves it. He's been doing it for 25 years.
Wow.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's quite fabulous to see over.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you an idea. It was
Thank you.
video. So this is, as she said, to warn people so that they have time to eat before fasting again the other day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my last question is for you, Rosemary and Anne-Marie. I would like, or maybe the Muslim community would like to know if there is such a spiritual holiday in your countries where people are on a spiritual journey for a week or for a month, and are the tradition similar, different, and how?
We have the time before Easter, where we are going on fast. But then we are just drinking, actually not eating at all, also not in the evenings.
Okay. During how long, Anne-Marie? How long?
It depends. Some are making 2 weeks, some are making 1 week. I think it depends on each person.
Yes. Okay.
I did it once for 44 days.
Yes, it does. And not very many people today do the whole 44 days.
Yeah.
Although I know in my family, they do keep not eating meat on Fridays.
Yeah, it's the same here.
So there have been ways to make it a little bit easier for people to do while they're, still involved in, because you still got to go to work. And because everybody isn't religious, the whole country doesn't acknowledge that that's going on. I'm sure that, 200 years ago, at least, everybody did it, but that's not true today. But yeah, it would be that period. It's 40 days. Starts on a Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. So guys, as part of deeds and actions and good things to do during Ramadan is donations, volunteering work. And speaking about donations, at LP Now, as you know, we have started a fundraising helping educate people or children and students in some countries where education is not offered and guaranteed. And I will give Rosemary time to speak about this project. In the same time, I will be showing you the link where you can also, if you wish, donate something. What we can do aside also is to share with as many people as possible. I mean, this is also something to do because, the more people get awareness about it, the more people can help. So here is the link. So Rosemary, could you tell us more about this project that we are doing at LP Now and what is it about?
Yes, this is actually a project to help Syed, who I will ask to speak in a minute, to educate orphans in Afghanistan because there are no free public schools there, and there's a lot. There are over 1.5 million, the UN says, children in Afghanistan who have been orphaned with all the war. And so for the kids to be safe, they need to be in school. And Syed has started 2 schools now for these orphans. But as you can see, if you can go up a little bit, Sabrina, the kids in Helmand province do not have a building or any shelter from the sun. And as summer comes on, it gets hotter and hotter. And so they need $1,500 to purchase tents and a water storage system. You want to play the little video? It just takes 30 seconds. And as you can see, they are educating girls and boys, which is also really important for the future of the country to have educated women. And Syed, would you like to say a couple of words more?
Yeah, just thank you, teacher Rosemary, and also teacher Sabrina. And I'm really happy and I really appreciate you both to help me and to educate people that I can't teach them without you. Because of this, you support my both schools, and inshallah, I'll go well and I'll teach well in these days. I teach my students I'm teaching my students for 4 hours in a day, and then come to back because just the fasting we can't teach more. No food, no eat, and no energy to teach them. Just from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. I teach my students, then come back to home for Ramadan, for fasting, for iftar. And I am so happy for this to you gathering some money for them to buy tents and water supplying system. And also I'm trying to print some special books for them, and I'll share and I'll talk about the books inshallah as soon as possible. And I'm working to print some books. And the important thing in these days just tents and water supplying system.
Yes. Thank you so much, Syed, for doing what you're doing and for giving us the opportunity to help that happen. Take down.
Yeah, I'm sorry about interrupt you, and that we are 3. Yeah, we do this. I can't. I told you, without you and teacher Sabrina, I can't go more in forward.
Right.
Thank you. Very good.
So we have the opportunity to help you make that good work happen for those children. So if you would go to the fundraiser, make a little donation if you can, or a big donation, or whatever you can, and then share the link with everybody you know so that they have the opportunity to help too. It's the same principle as when you get together with your friends and your relatives in the evening on Ramadan, during Ramadan, to eat delicious food. Together, we can really help to make things happen for people in the world. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I say thank you from you to provide opportunity for students to get education. For every person in the world that's obligate or that's important to help with poor people, and they lose the parents in fighting. We must do something for the world. We must do something for the peace. If we teach the children, I believe that we will have peace in the future time. If we don't teach them, I believe that 100% they go in different ways. For example, boys maybe change the life, and girls also change the life. I'm trying to do this for special, just for peace.
Yes.
In the chat, if you want to have the link, you can see in the chat the link has been shared. And as I said, $5 doesn't make a difference maybe on one level, but when all of us, as Rosemary said, help, it can make a difference. So please, whatever you can, and if you cannot, still you can share with as many people as possible. We thank all of you for being here. We thank all of you for sharing with us your traditions, your understanding of Ramadan, for teaching us what is it for you. And if you have no question left, I would like to ask and invite Rosemary to close the meeting as we are approaching time.
Okay, so let us slow our breathing together and go within to the inner peace together. And just pay attention to what happens when we breathe slowly and deeply, and how that helps our bodies to relax. And
teacher, I want to say
energy.
something.
Can
I want to say something.
Can I finish, please? And then you can say something. Okay, thank you. So, breathing in, breathing out deeply. We have been really fortunate in this last hour to come together, to learn from each other, to share our awareness of love and of goodness, and our looking forward to eating and to the blessings of and the pleasure of good food and good company and loving hearts. And so it is. Amen. Thank you very much. What did you want to say, Kazi?
Okay. I want to say something that if we the people want to live a very successful life, we should do the meditation. Meditation is one of the most important and vital part of our life for the metaphysical part of our body. Because if we do the meditation every day by breathing, taking breath, and start out and giving and taking, so I think that it is most important for doing the meditation every day at morning and also before going to sleep. So it is quite important and it is quite useful for our body, for our mind, for our soul, and for our metaphysics as well. So I think that if we follow the rules and if we do the meditation and we the Muslims follow the fastings and keep our fastings, then it will be most important to keep the fastings and to keep our body healthy and strong and be healthy and strong. Besides keeping the fastings, we must do meditation every day if we want to live happily, peacefully, and strongly in our life. Thank you.
And so it is. All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.